He was just straight up one-shotting him. Obviously, he's had a couple of games where the top lane Jarvan didn't work out, but this is going to be interesting because he's up against a tank. So to kill him if Chaser shows his face in the river.
On the contrary to what we usually see.
He missed the
cocoon misses as well. That's going to be Chaser able to use the brush if he gets himself back and forth to deny damage. The rappel goes down. He looks to get himself again. Flashes from over the wall.
Now Keen's stuck.
He's good to go. Looks like his special will get himself out. Chaser slowly coming back through the bottom of the team. Lod getting through invisibly, but he's not getting himself to a good spot. Special throws down the gray house. Should stay alive. Sneaky with a few more shots behind the turret. They can't do much. A great exhaust coming out as well. Flashes forward. They could be able to work on that later, but now C9 is left to scurry out of here. Teleport from Someday. It's late, but is it just in time for the low health bars of Cloud9? Someday with a lockdown. Next one onto contracts. That's the last rappel he'll be using before he goes down. Trade of buffs once again over to Keen, as he's looking good in the mid lane now.
10 players bot lane.
Advantage immediately.
Oh no, Contracts is on a ward.
Both teams.
Oh no.
Same thing. Cocoon hits Someday. He's still going to be able to lock down Contracts. An instant explosion as Contracts basically just got back onto the map. Ray gets locked in. He's got an assist from the last fight, but now he goes down. A long walk back to top lane. His teleport is also down.
Yeah, and
so those control wards coming into play for C9.
They might just brute force dive this.
Yeah, as top wave once again. They know Ray does not have much. He came back with a longsword under the last buy, so he'll take the full damage and go down. Teleport. I say that. You see Smoothie. He just littered the top
side. On a ward.
They're going. He gets Chaser. Gonna be the Devour. Forgot about the Kench. He has been unbenched. No teleport coming in. Someday's already here. I blinked, looked topside to see if Someday still had teleport, and that was Contracts going down. Especially with the gray health to bait in something else, but he baits himself in. Tossed arrows so they can get this engaged.
Yeah, and this could be big. Second Infernal Drake up. Now Team Dignitas pulls the trigger because Ray can't match. C9 has to run.
Just missing the anchor. Chaser decides to go in off the ultimate. He gets hit, devoured up by Special. Shockwave brings them both back in and Ray's into the fight by himself now as he makes it over. And it looks like he may go down. He did not get Lod, so Lod's able to deal the DPS from the side. Smoothie very low as well. Gets out with a sliver of health. But the soldiers move forward by Keen as he grabs himself a kill. Ray falls as well as he went too deep. And it looks like the two members sneaking in Contracts limping around as Jensen looks to play babysitter, trying to protect all of them. And he may not be able to do it. They go for Jensen first. Take the shields out of the fight and find the rest of the members. C9 with an ace. Or I should say, Dig gets it out. I was going to say it's clean, but Chaser did fall. If picks and bans and a few didn't go well, you can pinpoint that aspect. A little bit of a pinpoint over near the Baron pit here. 21 minutes in, Dignitas look to make another engaged shock.
Big shockwave!
3 members. That gray health is basically everything. Someday to the backside is Keen again, shoves the soldiers forward and dices Cloud9 down. Contracts the next one to go here. Someday continues to tank the flash forward as he picks up the kill for himself. They will go down as they went a little deep here.
Boy.
And Someday won't be able to get that last shield down. Tight to the depth, falls. And Ray now trying to pick up some kills. What is this from Dignitas? They have given the game back over to C9 in a sense.
Yeah, we're getting a deficit, as has been not necessarily customary, but we've seen small and medium-sized deficits that Cloud9 have been able to fight back from on multiple occasions. Oh dear.
Oh, sewer skewers! Slot comes up with the kill onto Sneaky. Very nicely done. King as well. Chunk it down just a tiny bit more. It looks like C9 is right on the heels. Shockwave, double, almost deja vu, but
Somebody's behind. We've seen this before.
He's just rolling on through. Remember, they do have the Sun Disc there as well. If turret shots tag on. Ray could go down, gets himself bumped out by Emperor's Divide. He's going to be the focus, though. Even with Command Protect, he goes down to the soldiers. As the Sands divide C9, trying to get into the jungle. Summoners are still up for both teams. Pretty crazy fight can still happen. Lot is just kind of walking into the fire right now. Figured the team would be a bit more behind him and popped out anywhere at this point. And Dignitas, power in numbers. They waited for C9's wards to be in, C9 to leave, and Dignitas by the book goes back.
They're rushing it.
Jockeying now for
position.
Oh, how did he do? The Emperor's Divide pushes him out, but in the last moment, gets the smite down, and the fight ensues. Smoothie goes in, gets the Death Grasp down, but he's gonna have to back out of this one. That's Ray going down. The team has to assess now. Can we get onto Someday? Yes, we can. Dissonance over to him. That's gonna be Chaser going down as well. And it looks like they're gonna be able to continue on this fight. One more falls. That's going to be special as Keen and Lod get themselves to safety.
But burst out pretty much anyone. Ooh, Sneaky, very good start on the side of that fight.
Nobody should be taking damage like that if the fight's not going to go all the way. And it looks like Ray takes the first flag and drag in. Contract's also getting quite hurt as the team resets 5. Ray gets hooked in. Heal coming in from Sneaky and Jensen, but that's going to put them in a really bad spot. Xpecial gets the grasp in from Smoothie, and they just walk away from this so far.
Jensen Dignitas will get caught in the jungle.
Right.
Dignitas recognizing that's not what they want to do, so they're changing it up. There, Someday kept them interested for long enough and allowed the Twitch to zero with double Mountain Drakes to just melt that Elder Dragon, and now Team Dignitas might think they're strong enough to force a fight.
Rosie for C9. Dignitas finds themselves on the other side of the play, the wrong side. And Cloud9 take down Baron.
C9 just he opens in the wrong spot, but Laud, because he's playing with no defenses, is so far back. Chaser got caught during a flank!
Oh, the nether grasp. And the 4 pylon onto Chaser.
Very questionable flank right there. Now they're in tons of trouble. That's probably game.
A solo kill coming in for Jensen. That was the immediate dissonance into Shockwave. Ray goes back to just be a nuisance to the team. He is going to go down in this situation, but it gives Cloud9 time to play. It looks like they're going to be taking down the inhibitor on the bot side and the middle if they aren't just going to go for the Nexus turrets with the Baroned up minions now.
Yeah, Laud needs a way to clear these minions, maybe with spray and pray. He might not even need to focus on the fight, but he's going for a fight, gets exhausted.
Smoothie's the first hit. He's hardly doing any damage. Locket onto Command Protect, and Laud is finding himself basically hitting brick walls on the backside. The Redemption goes down as the last bit of effort to save the members of Dignitas. And C9 is looking for the last Nexus turret.
15 seconds on Chaser, 20 on Keen. How low can this Team Dignitas team get the C9 team? They want to be able to end.
Getting to the Nexus is almost too much pressure with these spawns, but they're trying to get the kills in now. Laud gets hit immediately. That's the shutdown. That's the attempt for Dignitas to stop the siege. And Cloud9 holds their breath in the early game to find the kills, find the fights, and the Baron to end game 1 over Dignitas.
Boy, that was a very interesting game. At one point, a 6,500 gold lead by Team Dignitas falls to the mid and late game team fighting of C9. That will be a tough one for Team Dignitas to bounce back from as C9 come together where they usually do in the mid-late game to find yet another victory.
That's true. Zanya's rush for everyone.
Kinda.
1 minute on the clock as the coaches deliver their final. Just joining us, a victory for C9, as you can see here. You can see how Impact can come off the bench and start producing results here. A lot of love in the early game. Thunderlord's making Laud think twice, has the flash. Sneaky,
heal.
One more shot. That's gonna be the big one to Sneaky going for 172. Means first blood for you. Sneaky gets out. And
oh no!
Knight coming in. Do they get
expose themselves for it?
Contract.
Leeson also coming in from the back. This could end up being a 3v3 and get very ugly.
Taking the long way around. Sneaky. Does he decide to come in still? Depending on where Chaser he leaves, he actually just goes down to the bot side. Does a little harder to gank.
Yeah, Someday changed his pattern a little bit there. He had been feinting towards his turret. That time he feinted towards the brush. Chaser's still going to be up here though. Impact has flash.
That overheat. Goes for the hit, repel in, another few. Someday goes in knowing Scarl will give him the hit from the turret, disengage, and then it goes.
Absolutely, and the top lane aggression is going to be there actually. Kled has a ton of early game damage, but both junglers collapsing once again.
Wow, reading each other like a book here. Ultimate comes in, so Chaser's got the movement speed. Contracts knows he can't close that distance, and now he might be in a real bad spot. Locked down with the bear trap. Chaser as well, looking to get the kill. Gets that execute in, and they take down Contracts too.
And I think a pretty poor choice by Contracts to join Ultimate for now. And remember, we talked about the double turret resetting by the Kled and the Elise, so they're going to go.
They just saw Contracts on a ward down by the red buff. Safe gank to the top side, and they are in. Contracts realizing he grabs aggro, but
yeah, Jensen really controlling that mid lane.
We're getting pushed out very well.
Yeah, and Sneaky and Smoothie really controlling the bot side. So, you know, this is a 5-kill-to-1 game, but C9 is actually winning 2/3 of the map. This is the 1/3 where they're not winning, though.
Hooks them over to the right. Cocoon into Bear Trap. They lock down Impact.
Makes Zed down into split pushing. This could be a 5v5, though.
Chaser very low, doesn't have much to go. He actually goes over to red buff. Keen is there to help him out. Wild Growth onto Lot. Special stays alive as the calling goes back in the fight. Sundays come all the way from the top lane as he has just been harvesting the minions, keeping Impact pushed in, forces his teleport. The equalizer on the edge of Special burns him down. Someday very low is Keen. Now the rest of the team gonna find the first call. Lot takes a hit. He gets through the uprights and another one to miss as C9 doesn't have the rest of the follow-up. 8. Oh. I don't know if they want this. They don't have too much vision over that red buff, so Someday could be going into danger here. Contracts grabs it. Chaser getting pretty hurt. He's going to have to put himself up, but drop in the same spot and drop on that equalizer. Dignitas goes in blind to C9's jungle, and they are starting to regret it quite a bit. Contracts taking damage. That puts Lot in the front for a possible death onto him, and then Sneaky takes the death mark. Easily gonna live from that as Dignitas is kind of inching themselves in and out, but only really taking more damage than they're able to deal. Impact almost gets himself out alive. There's the auto coming in from Chasers. Keen stays alive. What an extended fight here.
Trying to recall in time.
Should be good. Oh, forced to move. Volatile Spider to start things off, and they're going to burn down Special. Impact doing what he can, valiantly going down. Looks like Dig getting
from
pushed.
These deficits before.
Ooh!
That solo mission.
Deja vu! This was the same spot. Of course they're gonna know you're coming back. Someday low gets the exhaust out. Sonic Wave follows. Resonating Strike. Contract picks up the kill. Goes down. For his efforts, Chaser's gonna get knocked up, taken down. There goes Special. And Chaser just about at the same time. Lot over the wall, and Deja vu.
Really trying to force these fights is Someday.
Whoa. He's going to be down to about 25%.
Oh, no.
Even get to him. Chaser locked in there, and it's going to be him and Someday falling. The mission is impossible. And this time, the rest...
Before they have vision of everyone, leads to another poor play. Now C9 turn for Baron.
Vlad with the culling. Tries to get himself in a good spot. C9 pick up the Baron. Special in a bad spot, almost a harpoon. Scuttle basically saves his life, but the next harpoon, free of charge, hits onto Lot. Can they finish the kill off? And it does come in from Smoothie. Really no reason to be there for Dig.
Yeah, full tilt coming in from Team Dignitas right now. They seem to be in disarray. Lod stops to kill a control ward. It is working despite the giant lead that Someday had earlier on in the game. Now just 1,200 gold up on Impact. And C9 making a strong push with Baron. Ooh. And Jensen is fed.
Jensen being Jensen. I was gonna say, it's been interesting. Dignitas has chosen to take these fights in the jungle. Having so much control from an equalizer, a shockwave.
Well, here we go.
Another kill comes in. People are getting soloed out all across the map, so how is the resulting fight gonna happen? Lot out, Impact out, and we initiate once again. Sneaky gets the death mark. He's pushed back right away, but he's still gonna stay alive for the time being. Keen gets a shield, flashes himself out with the Ignite burning, should stay alive, and he does. The team now moves on to Contracts. Someday actually got the Sonic Wave, and Contracts finishes. Will they be able to get back to him after the Guardian Angel comes up? Another tag there as Jensen moves to safety. Shield and dissonance on Keem, trying to represent back into the fight, but he can't get the damage down into Jensen. And these just do not end. Is that the second time he ulted in this fight? I can't even tell anymore. Someday comes up with a kill. Jensen with another one onto Special.
Yeah, already just looking to go for C9.
Very Talia-esque equalizer, stopping Dignitas from getting anywhere. Nice job by Impact to start things off. Shockwave has already been used in this one, and big damage coming in from Volatile Spider. Chaser able to hit. Contracts in, goes down. That's Guardian Angel. Where's the focus next? Keen's hit up very fast. And that looks like they are able to get themselves back to safety. It's only a few, or I should say one dead on Impact. Can do that pretty often. Dignitas finally getting all their members in a basket. Wild Growth very early on to Someday, not really baiting in a kill, but it does get Contracts. Is this enough for them to continue to follow? No grab on by Someday, calling onto Impact. See Scrap shields himself to safety. It's going to be maybe early. The damage is going to lock onto him. Yes, it does, as Impact tries to save himself a little too soon. And now Dignitas find themselves 2 kills and possibly a mid-turret. Late curtain call coming in from Sneaky. But it's actually when they needed it. 562 popping up on the screen
right now. And C9 can just kind of start it up. It would be an interesting trade for Elder Drake, though, because Team Dignitas have 3 of the elementals if they can get it in time. Look at that.
Gentleman's agreement, chat.
Yeah, this This makes it interesting, actually, because Team Dignitas potentially stronger in the 5. Dignitas has wanted to go. Kled goes right here.
I want to see some fights. That's what we're looking for. Zanya's down. That means it kind of goes on to contract first. Impact trying to get himself to safety. Both redemptions going in the same spot. Shockwave not doing much over on the side of C9. Contracts goes down first. Then we see Special fall. Someday on the front line with Wild Growth could go down. And that's going to be the GA coming up. Do they have enough to protect him? Impact basically out of this fight. Smoothie can't re-enter in either. And Sneaky looking for some final shots. Oh, 1090 onto Lot. Almost cost him his money. Shockwave.
It's Shockwave.
Once again, is that the trigger now for Dignitas? Someday gets the Wild Growth. Keen on the side. Captive Audience slows him down. Sneaky gets the ultimate, and they're both going back. Everybody pushed out of the redemption. Sneaky now opens up curtain call from the backside. Xpecial's one shot away from going down. He gets hit by a plant, and C9 starts to follow through. They found an opening to fight, but do they find the kills? Another nice grasping root coming in from Smoothie. Locks down the team, allows the triple kill for Jensen, and C9 slowly pressuring forward. Finally find the opening in Dignitas. Finally find the opening in their base. And at 21 to 21 kills, 40 minutes in, Cloud9 will take down the Nexus and the series over Dignitas, 2-0.
And I'm sure it wasn't as clean as Cloud9 would want it to be, but they made the plays when it mattered most in this one. Jensen, a machine this series. 1 kill across both games he did not participate in. Aside from that, near perfect kill participation for Jensen. He was a huge carry for C9 in this series. Not a good day for their top laners, as Someday and Chaser definitely had the hand on them for the rest of it, but at the end of it, it is still a 2-0 for C9.
What surging play from Dig.